It is like a bazillion degrees out here, but I have a feeling that it's about to get a little bit hotter. 50 rounds of ball ammo here in AKV and the FosTech AK Echo trigger. Let's check it out. All right. Woo, baby. That's a load of fun. All right, that's getting the day off to a great start. Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. All right, you probably saw the video that we did on the AKV already. Great gun. You know, it wasn't without its share of minor teething issues. We were running that initial video with the Omega 9K suppressor on it. As you can see here, we're running unsuppressed with the 2-chamber muzzle brake that ships with the AKV. Kind of running loud today. I know some folks were asking us to do that, and we thought that it would be fun to install one of the FosTech Echo triggers in there. So that's we had that on Echo mode. There's also a single shot mode. You can see the plate here that drops on the right side of the pistol. And man, other than one little stoppage there, not a bad running setup there. We've got our same 6 Hour Romeo 5 on here from last time, so that hasn't changed. We have added a Surefire 640 dual fuel, and this has their new articulating mount. This mount definitely came from a lot of feedback that they were getting from customers that wanted to be able to put the flashlight at a considerably different angle to kind of run it up closer to the bore axis of whatever gun it was on. Not to mention give it a lower profile. Okay, you can see that if we loosen this screw, this will swing and articulate wherever you want to place it, which is really handy. And then of course this mount on this particular flashlight mounts directly to the side of the fore-end. So really cool stuff. Other than that, it's the same gun. Now, if you remember the previous video that we did on this particular pistol, you recall that we were getting a couple of failure of the trigger to reset with our Geisley ALG AK trigger. That's a great trigger. We ended up determining, now Chad did some maintenance on his Omega 9K and probably cleaned out about a 1/4 pound of carbon and chunks of all kind of crud out of that thing. So what we ended up finding out upon closer inspection was that there were chunks of carbon blowing back through the action, and we actually had a couple of chunks prevent the trigger from resetting. You probably noticed in that original video, we were having to push the trigger forward to get it to reset. So we're gonna try to run it loud today without the suppressor. Although he has cleaned it, we wanted to run it loud as well just to make sure that we weren't adding an additional variable, because we added another variable by changing the trigger out. So we don't want to add too many more variables. All right, that was 50 rounds with the plus 15 extension on there. From PSA. These are the PSA magazines. All right, we've got a 35 shot mag here. Let's run it. And this is a blast. Literally, what a ton of fun. Thing just sounds like a pack of hornets going down range. You know, the Echo style triggers are a lot of fun. And you know, we've ran them in a lot of different platforms, but the AK Echo trigger is new for FosTech. And we do have one installed in a Polish hell pup that we're going to be doing a video on in the future. But we thought, man, is there a way that we could outfit one of these on the AKV? And it turns out you can. They do require a little bit of playing around to get them to fit right, but man, let's check this thing out. All right, a couple of shots on semi-auto, so all the way down to the bottom, just like on a real AK. We have semi-auto. Let's check out the semi-auto trigger on this thing. And let's actually try to hit a few targets this time. I know I was just having a little fun there in the intro. All right, let's go for it. Echo. Woo, yeah. That is so freaking neat, man. Wow. I mean, the semi-auto is really not bad at all in terms of the trigger. All right, we're going to move on to some 150 grain Federal Simtec. All right, now, out of all the ammo that we're running, this is what I feel could provide possibly an issue. When we initially did the AKV video, we did have a couple of issues with the 150 grain Simtec. This ammo is so accurate and it suppresses so great when you're running a can, but it does have a strange ogive, and because it is a really, heavy for caliber bullet weight, I could see where it might potentially cause a few feeding issues in some guns. Earlier, we were testing some of this in Chad's MP5, and we had a couple of issues. But I must say, I really love this ammunition. It's super accurate stuff. Let's see if it runs in the AKV for us today. 50 rounds, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. Look at that thing stick out of the bottom. I feel like a rapper. I don't know why. Who would imagine? Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, I'm eating my words. Okay. That is so cool, man. Look at that. We are going to get to the drum. I know that was something in the initial AKV video. We did have some issues with the drum magazine. We will test it again for you. Okay, all right. 50 more rounds of Simtec. All right, come on, Federal. Make me eat my words now. One downside that I could see to the trigger is that you do lose the ability of having any form of a dust cover. So that is one minor issue, is that you don't really have the action cover when the bolt is closed, although a minor thing. Okay, we see when we close the bolt, you do have a gap. So traditionally when an AK has the safety all the way on, the safety also doubles as a dust cover to keep that little area in the action closed from stuff getting into the action. So that's one minor issue, is with the AK trigger installed from FosTech, you do lose that ability. But man, all right, let's play with that echo, because that's what we're all here to see. Man, this thing is a bullet hose, and it's controllable, and it's just fun to shoot. All right, tell you what, I'm gonna go for sort of some control bursts, and we're gonna play around with some different targets here. Let's have some fun. All out. Okay, I guess I have to do 100 push-ups now, because I threw Federal under the bus for no reason. All right, okay, we got, this is some Aguila 124 grain ball ammunition, and then we're gonna test our drum. She's getting hot. I wasn't lying, guys. I said it was hot out here. Wow, man, what a cool setup. This is so ridiculous. This is so much fun. Echo mode. Who's got time for semi? You guys are busy. You're probably in the bathroom at work. There's no telling what you're doing. You don't have a lot of time. I get it. We're in a time crunch, guys. We don't have time for you to finish this video, so we have to shoot fast. That's all right. I got the cure for you, boys and girls. You can get back to work in a minute. Hang on. Ready? Okay, one more stovepipe. That's ridiculous. What? Dude, that is a blast. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, there's not a lot of AKs and 9mm out there, even on the transferable end, that you can get as a machine gun. And even as a post sample, it's a considerable amount of effort and work to take a gun and convert it into a post sample. So really, this is like one of the closest things that you can get to a full auto 9mm AK without it actually being full auto. So I'll explain quickly, in case you guys don't know how the Echo trigger operates, is I'm actually getting a round on the release and on the squeeze. So I squeeze the trigger, I get a round. I release the trigger, I get a round. So I'm actually not shooting any faster than I normally would shoot. I'm actually shooting really slow, but I'm getting about double the rounds. Really cool. Okay, I know this is what you guys want to see, is whether or not our drum is going to malfunction again. We did have issues with the drum. I have seen reports where a lot of folks have had some issues with the 50 round drums. We can see the extensions running fairly good. Man, and just from a reliability standpoint, this is a ton of fun to play with, man. What a cool little setup. All right, here we go. Come on, drum, don't let me down. Because, I mean, dude, what a cute package. Look at that. 50 round drum doesn't really stick out of the bottom too much. It's really not, you know, overly wide. Man, I really hope this works. Look at that. Same issue as before. Stovepipe. Mac bracket is doing its job, because without the Mac bracket, that round probably would have found its way into the action. Stovepipe. All right, let's give it a shot. Stovepipe. Mac bracket did its job. Stovepipe. So it's clear to say that the drums probably have a bit of teething issues to go through before they're completely good to go. Well, I tell you what, guys. We're gonna let this puppy cool off a second. Let me load up a couple of more sticks and we'll try a couple of more stick mags out of it. Let's do it. All right, boys and girls, it was a no-go on the drum magazine. We pulled the ammo out of the drum, same ammo, and we're gonna run 2 more mags of Simtec just cause, I mean, gosh, it ran great before and I'm eating my words, so why not go ahead and eat it some more? All right, 50 rounds of Simtec. Echo mode, all right. Stovepipe. Odd. Safety's on. Bolts locked to the rear. Let's try again. That plate did not want to fall. That is ridiculous how fast that freaking thing runs. Such a cool thing to play with. Look at that. All right, last mag. Chambered up. A couple of shots on semi-auto. All right, we've gotten her heated up pretty good. I'm gonna go through and just put some on the craniums of all these plates here. Yeehaw, son. All right. So what does the Tiger King say? I'm never gonna financially recover from this. This thing's a money pit. It's like you're just tossing money down the barrel. I love it. This thing is a bullet disposal device. I absolutely love it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this look. Well, our second look at the AKV. But our first look at the FosTech AK Echo Trigger, really cool piece of hardware. We are going to be doing a video on a AK pistol in 7.62x39 with one of these triggers in it as well, so stay tuned for that. I would definitely like to take a moment to thank all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. All of you who purchased t-shirts over on Ballistic Ink, thank you for supporting us as well as your other favorite content creators. It means a lot to all of us, okay? All of you who purchase man cans, look, we have got some great man cans up for sale on the website. There are many ways you can directly support us if you wish to, and we appreciate all of you who do. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.